art is meant to instill a plethora of emotions in the beholder.
Now, it could be beauty or surprise, sadness, anger, or even disgust. Now, photography brings beauty and helps preserve memories.
In the special feature, we look at how photography has evolved over the years.
Some artworks generate feelings quickly, while others depend on elaborate thought and knowledge. For photography, the connection and reaction is almost instant. This beautiful photograph you see, a lot of thought went into it.
Whenever I have a concept in mind, usually what I do is to just draw it up in a piece of paper. I call my makeup artist first of all to let him know if it's what he can do or what he can't do, and then if he can do it, we now call a model we feel can execute what we want, then we shoot.
Events cannot always be replayed in our minds, no matter how much we try to remember. Photographs are the best ways to save memories, either unpleasant or sweet. In the past, photographers were seen as jobless people who moved about with old cameras doing wash and take pictures. But today, it's a whole new world of art and creativity.
I'm primarily a beauty conceptual photographer, which means I make art through makeup and photography. So what I do is I just create ideas in my head, like my ideas, my concepts, everything. I just make it up in my head. Then I get my model and my makeup artist, and then we talk, we liaise, then we all come together on the same page, and then we just execute what I had in mind.
Some photographers specialize in fashion and beauty shots, others do photojournalism, and some others love to travel and capture nature. Sheye Kehinde Jr. is a beauty and lifestyle photographer who has worked with a number of brands despite his young age and career span.
I just don't do the normal, like I don't do the usual normal photography with portraits and like everything, because I mix up so many things. For example, in one single concept, I can use makeup, I can use natural objects like leaves and trees and plants, I can use sand, I can use stones, I can even use household stuff like matches and all that.
In Nigeria now, photography is a big deal, and one aspect where photographers are raking in big bucks is the wedding industry, one that needs no introduction.
Really big one, because apparently right now everybody thinks they can be photographers, holding a phone, feel like you can take pictures and then classify yourself as a photographer. But then the business of photography basically, is a really big one.
Some photographers have become celebrities and internet sensations as intending couples pay as much as 1 million naira to have their photos taken by these highly sought-after photographers. Some Nigerian weddings will not be forgotten in a hurry, as breathtaking pictures by some of Nigeria's best photographers will always be there to keep memories fresh.
Well, joining me now in the studio is the creative director, M12 Photography, Abisola Ijalona. She specializes in baby child photography. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast this morning. Now, photography has evolved over the years in fashion, even where your area of specialty, talking about babies. What changed?
A lot of things has changed because a lot of parents are now, sensitized that, okay, there is need to capture and preserve these memories. When you give birth, between 5 days to 14 days, starting from what we actually do, because we run like a baby package whereby we capture the baby, we tell a story, the baby growth. We have the newborn stage, we have the sitter session, we have the crawling stage, and we have the 1 year, which every parent always, in the olden days, that's what they usually celebrate, and the sitter session. So what we do is that once the mother is pregnant, some of them take their pregnancy picture, but as soon as the baby lands, so between 5 days to 14 days, we try to capture them so that we can preserve all the coily moments, put them in baskets.
Now, how interesting is it, capturing this moment, especially when it comes to babies who are just days old or weeks old? You know how challenging it can be sometimes.
Well, once you have a passion for what you do, which is very, very important, everything becomes fun. And nothing that I actually love about capturing baby, because I love the purity and innocence. They are so innocent. You just watch them. Some of them while sleeping, they just give you a smile, like they just want an angel and all. So it's very.
So how do you bring it to life? How do you ensure it comes to life?
Basically, I try to discuss with the parent prior to, during the pregnancy, are they having a boy or a girl? So that guides us on what to do, the poses, the props we need, the color of fabrics to wrap them, air bands. And most times we have all that in our studio. So the parent doesn't really have to worry, because we are trying to make it more, let more parents aware that it's very important.
And this comes at a price.
Of course, definitely.
Now you're smiling.
Definitely.
So how interesting or how rewarding has it been knowing that there is a price to what you're passionate about, and how are Nigerians, coming to accept to pay so much for that?
But they've actually accepted it, because we are helping them to preserve memories. And in terms of rewarding, it is rewarding, because that's the only thing I do. That's like my 9 to 5. So I find it.
Where do you see the future of photography?
Well, that's. It's going to be a great one. A lot of people, a lot of graduates now, that is what they basically, once they finish school, they just, get a training, maybe like a 6-month training, and they start it. It's something that it puts food on the table, so I'm proud to be a photographer.
All right, thank you, Abisola Ijalona, for